Hey guys, today's video is going to be a Smokey Halo Eye tutorial. I love how this came out, so I hope you guys like it too. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eye Primer. And then with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm going to just conceal my redness and veins and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Going into the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, I'm going to take the lightest shade and just set that concealer so it doesn't move anywhere. From the Coastal Scents Kokomo Cafe eyeshadow, I'm going to buff that into my crease and it's going to be matte transition color. Back into the Smashbox Full Exposure, I'm taking the darkest brown shade and applying it with a dense crease brush, and I'm going to apply that to the outer V of my eye and the inner corners of my eye, or the inner V of my eye. Then taking a clean Morphe M330 brush without adding more product, I'm just going to blend out those eyeshadows into my crease so it creates more of that halo eye. I don't want to add more product to this because I want this to be a very clean halo eye. And yes, you're going to be blending for quite a while and your eyes might hurt. And then going back into the brown shade, I'm darkening that color, adding more color, and then doing the same. So I'm repeating the process of adding color to the outer V's and inner V's and then blending out with a clean brush. And as you can tell, since we are blending so much without adding more product, it's becoming a clean, very blended out halo. Then going back into the Smashbox Full Exposure, I'm going into the black shade and applying to more of the outer V, not so inner to my eye, as you can tell, hopefully. And the reason why I liked putting the brown first is so it creates more of a gradient, softer, blended out look. And then I'm going back with the Morphe brush and just blending out those two colors so it looks more gradient and blended. Now taking Loreal's Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush, I'm going to apply that to the center of my eye with a flat shader brush. And I'm not using any mixing agents such as Fix Plus or anything. It's just that eyeshadow. So you can tell that eyeshadow is beautiful. And taking a dense crease brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges of the eyeshadow so it's not harsh. And then going back into that brown eyeshadow from the Smashbox palette, I'm just applying a little bit so it doesn't look super harsh and more of that gradient effect, because that's what I really want. I want it to be super gradient and blended, but very smoky and halo-y. Back with the E40 and the Kokomo Cafe, I am blending out those eyeshadows, making sure there's no harsh lines, and as well as darkening up a little bit on my crease. And then I'm just going back and touching up with the Amber Rush eyeshadow so it's more bright and shiny, and then just blending it out again. I felt like I needed to be more smoky, so I went back into the black and added more black to the outer portions of my eyes, both sides. I created a wing using the Tarte Tarteist Gel Eyeliner, and for foundation, I'm using the Lumi Cushion Foundation in the lightest shade in the neutral range. And this was the first time I'm using this foundation, so I had no idea what to expect. The color matches me perfectly, I think. Like, it just flows down to my neck, and it has really nice coverage as well. And guys, if you are looking for a foundation that's going to give you a lot of luminosity, this is the one that you want. Even if your combination oily, it won't get you super oily. Taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm just going to apply that to the same places I always apply and blending it out with a damp beauty blender like freaking always. I still haven't found a brush that I like to apply concealer, so that's why it's always with a beauty blender. And then to set that concealer, I'm getting the Mercier translucent powder. I have started to like it a lot more than when I first started using it. For bronzer, like always, I'm taking the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and can we notice how it just got stuck in that one place? I had to blend that bronzer for so long, and I'm pretty sure it was the foundation that was still damp in a sense, because I didn't set it with powder and I don't have dry skin. Like, I don't know, it just caught to the foundation really weirdly and I had to be blending for quite a while, so just be aware of that. And like always, I'm putting it on my forehead, my cheekbones, and my neck to warm things up. Oh, and my nose. Now for blush, I'm taking the Colourpop Between the Sheets, and since the bronzer went on so badly, I had to like pray to Jesus that this blush did not mess up my foundation, because it's a cream blush, and dude, cream blushes are so difficult to like fix. Thankfully, it went on fine. And then for highlights, I'm taking the Physicians Formula, I believe it's called Miami Strip, and then just applying that to the high points of my cheeks and my nose. You can't forget about the nose. Going back to Kokomo Cafe, I'm blending it out on my lower lash line to smoke things out and make things a lot more unified. And then taking a combination of the black and brown eyeshadow, I'm going to apply that closer to my lower lash line than I did with the previous eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out so it looks very smoky and pretty. Now for my inner corners, I wanted to do some bling action, and I'm using the Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten. And I did use the drops so it becomes more of that metallicness. And for mascara, I'm taking the Benefit Roller Lash. And then for lips, finally we're using the Colourpop Midi, because I want it to be something natural and nude, not too crazy, because we do have a lot going on our eyes. And finally, to set everything in, I'm using the Urban Decay Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray, and that's pretty much all for this look. If you guys recreate it, make sure to send me pictures, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys so very much. Bye!